Right now, Alex Murdaugh's defense is calling its final witnesses in the trial over the murders of his wife, Maggie, and son, Paul. We want to show you some live pictures from the court in Walterboro, South Carolina. Today, the judge saying that he would secure the Murdaugh's property where those murders took place for jurors to go there and view it. It is not clear when exactly that tour would happen. The defense still has 3 more witnesses and then is expected to rest its case today. This as Murdaugh faces a new misdemeanor charge. Law enforcement issued that new misdemeanor after he wrapped up his testimony on Friday, spending nearly 14 hours on the stand over those 2 days. I want to bring in trial attorney and legal analyst Misty Marris. Misty, it's good to see you again. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Misty, let's start with the judge securing the property so the jury can physically go to the site of the murders. What is the importance of that, and which side does this visit likely help?
Well, so if you recall, in the very beginning of opening statements, Dick Harpootlian had said he is going to request a site visit. So this is something that defense has been looking to do since the beginning. He referenced it. All of us were sitting who are watching this trial wondering if that was going to happen, and now it's resurrected, this request right now, the judge saying it's okay. So look, Moselle is as much of a witness as any other person who testified. Keep in mind that Moselle, it's this large property. There's a lot of questions as far as the way that the property is set out. We've seen maps of the property. We've seen the aerial view. Well, now the jury is going to be able to go to the property and understand where the kennels are with respect to the house. So this is something that defense wants them to see as it is their request. Now, keep in mind, jury visits to a site, they're very contained. They're very specific. The jurors are not allowed to wander around the property. It will be overseen. They're not allowed to talk during that time. So this is something the defense has been looking to do, and now they're going to do it. Something I think he wants to point out from the defense perspective: could you hear gunshots if you're up at the house from the kennels?
Interesting.
I think a lot of unanswered questions there, for sure.
I mean, could this turn on its head, though, and not be a positive for the defense? Because isn't it also just a humanly chilling experience to go to the site of where people were so brutally murdered?
You make such a good point. Now we've seen, and look, the public did not see the photos that were taken at the scene, which were showed to the jury members. All we've just heard about the brutal murder. Now the jurors are going to be standing at that location, picturing this horrific incident. And look, I think you're right. It could cut both ways. It could inure to, my gosh, this is the most heinous and hideous crime. Could also, to the extent one or more of the jurors has assessed Murdaugh's credibility, they've seen him on the stand, they're thinking, I think he's a liar, I think he's a cheat, I think he's a scoundrel, but I'm not sure he's a cold-blooded killer. So it really could go both ways, but this jury visit, I have always thought the property is a witness in this case. And so I think it will be useful for the jury to go.
I appreciate that perspective so much. I do want to get your take on this report that Murdaugh is facing this new misdemeanor charge now. We don't know yet exactly what the charge is, but how unusual is it for a suspect to face an additional charge as a result of their own testimony?
This is so interesting because the standard of proof is the lowest standard of proof for an arrest, right? It's called probable cause. So he could have testified about something that allowed them to actually go for the arrest warrant because now they have probable cause to arrest. You know, when you get on the stand, you open up the door to many other inquiries. And as we have spoken about, he's under oath. So any testimony he had in court could be admissible in another case. So these are some of the problems about putting yourself on the stand, is that you could open yourself up to issues in your cross-examination and on the stand relating to this case, but you could also open yourself up to other charges in cases that have not even come to fruition or other charges that are pending. So the risks that come with taking the stand, for sure.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.